Here's an interesting little electronic game I came across at a thrift store a few months ago. It's Castle Toys' Einstein. It's basically Milton Bradley's Simon. It's a clone of that game. It's still kind of cool. I like the original Simon. I had one growing up. Really loved that game. And this plays a lot like it. It has a little bit different sound effects for the winning and losing and all that kind of stuff, which makes it kind of cool. And instead of being round like Simon, it's rectangular. Some slight differences, but basically it's Simon that's been repackaged. Pretty nice box art. Now this is the one that runs on 4C batteries. There's another version that runs on 2C batteries and one 9-volt battery. So there's a couple variations of this game out there. Of course, on the back it tells you win, lose, payoff. Plays charge if you win. Plays Beethoven's Fifth if you lose. Different skill levels. You can set the Einstein for a set of 9 repeats, 12 repeats, 20 or 32 random sequences. Has a start game button, and it has the best score playback, so you can hit that button and it'll play back what you just did so you can see how far you got. So it basically repeats the patterns that you just did. Pretty cool. Of course, also in the box we have the actual game unit itself. Fairly nice. You're going to notice, compared to the box, the button layout's a little bit different. Here it's got the start button at the bottom on the actual unit, but on the picture it shows the best score at the very bottom. So these two buttons are flipped, as well as the difficulty and the start as well. It's a little bit of a difference there. So you got your 4 corners, you got your red, blue, green, yellow. You see it says right here, press here. You definitely want to press there. If you press out here on the outside, it may not register. The set of contacts are like right there. You got your difficulty switch, 1 through 4. Best score button, start game, on, off, Einstein. Of course, on the back, we have the speaker in the middle. Here's our 2 battery compartments. This one takes 4 Cs, as I mentioned already. Now, also in the box, we have the instruction manual. It's a very simple manual. Shows how to put the stickers and decals on when it was brand new. Goes through the gameplay, all the difficulty levels. Also in the box, it had a warranty card. C is for castle. C is for caring. This is kind of cool. We at Castle Toy Company do care, and that is why we test and spec each of our toys for quality and performance. I would like to have been a professional toy tester. That would be kind of cool. Important notice, before playing an electric game, be sure to read the instructions carefully. I ain't gonna read no stinking instructions. Also, this is kind of cool. In this box, there's a little notice. Important! If Einstein does not work, the following will repair it. Bend the battery contacts forward as shown in the illustration. So it's a little screwdriver bending the battery contacts. That's pretty cool. So anyway, we'll zoom in on it a little bit and we're going to play a game. Well, before we play a game, I tried playing the game. The contacts are dirty. They kept registering false inputs. So I want to clean the contacts real quick on this. It's actually kind of cool looking inside. Take the top off here. So right there's a little microprocessor chip. We got our little light bulbs. Here's our contacts for our different inputs. It's a pretty cool looking little board. Pretty simple. So let's get these contact tips clean and I'll try to play a game once again. And I guess people are going to ask in the comments, what are you using to clean the contacts? I'm using Deoxic D100L. I picked this up off of Amazon. I'll put a link down in the video description if you want to get some of this stuff. It's really great for cleaning contacts, especially on these old retro games. Anyway, on to the video. Alright, here we go. Skill level 1, which will be 9 repeats. Turn it on. Hit start. Yeah, it works much better after I deoxid all the context on this thing. Pretty cool game. So let's put it to difficulty 2, so you know I'm not going to do this one. So you can see what happens when you guess wrong. So you see how far I get in difficulty 2. Uh-oh. Try it again. I think my batteries are... Yep, my batteries are loose. Oh, pause the video. Batteries are loose. Okay, I'm back. Okay, difficulty 2. Oh! It did a double entering on me. Rats. Plays Beethoven's Fifth when you lose. If I hit the preset button up here, it shows the last sequence I was able to repeat. Whoops. It's a pretty cool game. The only downside of it is how the contacts are. It would be nice to have like little micro switches in here to make it more positive contact, which I can modify this one to make it micro switched to make it a little bit more easier to play. But it's still a pretty cool game. If you're into collecting Simon-like games, you know, like Tandy's Pocket Repeat, the original Simon, there is a ton of Simon clones out there to collect if you're into that type of thing. I've always enjoyed the Simon type games. Probably one of my favorite handhelds that's like Simon was made by Atari. It's called Touch Me. I actually modified my Touch Me to have color LEDs on it as well. Something I would have been cool if they could have done back in the day, but I don't think they could because I don't think only red LEDs were available at the time. But it's still a really cool portable Simon game, Simon type game to take with you. And I'm rambling. Anyway, that's Castle Toys Einstein, another cool retro toy from the late 70s. As always, everyone, thanks for watching.